Alright, welcome back. So we're here with another build video. Today we have Athena. Now I've been playing a lot of Athena since I play supports a lot. I already got Ares, Kumakarna, and Kepri to rank 10. I don't really like to play rank 10 gods after they're already diamond. So I've been playing a lot of Athena, so I just kind of want to share my build for Athena as well as a couple other ones that are just kind of just meta based. So let's get right into it, starting with abilities. There's nothing to really talk about except her taunt. 18-second cooldown on it. That's quite long, so definitely look forward to getting cooldown reduction items like cooldown reduction boots, Breastplate of Valor, and maybe even Spirit Robe, things like that, Winged Blade also. So, I mean, that's our main CC, our initiation, things like that. We need to get that on a low cooldown as possible. Leveling priority. For the most part, most people try to level up the taunt the most since it extends the taunt duration. If you're looking to do damage, maybe like 1 or 2 points into your taunt and then go ahead and max out your shield wall. Your shield wall actually hits really hard if you're able to get the both damage, the initial and the secondary. But that's just about it. So let's get into actually building Athena. Starting with Conquest, as always, it hasn't really changed much. You still go with Watcher's Gift, has health on it, MP5. The health and mana you get back from killing blows on minions are really great. I mean, that's without you getting the killing blow. That's your allies getting the killing blows. Hopefully that makes sense when you read the passive. So yeah, just go ahead and pick that up. There's 2 different ways you can start right now. You can go into full boots, and if you do, typically it's Travelers or Shoes of Focus for Conquest, or some people like to just get the tier 1 boots, so it looks something like this. You get the starter, tier 1 boots, and then you see a lot of this, they just kind of rush the Winged Blade, reason being, it has a lot of health. And then you kind of follow this up with Breastplate of Valor, which has 0 health, so but in combination this works out really well. I have a lot of health, crowd control reductions, always great, attack speed, who cares, it's a bonus stat. Movement speed, that's why we get Winged Blade, is movement speed, the 10% along with the tier 1 boots, which is 6%. It's overall pretty good. And then from here, a little late to go into Urchin. Maybe if you're on the winning team, a lot of kills and assists, maybe you can go into Urchin after this. But typically you'll see the Breastplate of Valor. Cooldown reduction, has mana, everything you ever want. It's a really popular item this season, and then of course you obviously do need magical protection, and it's your option if you want to go to Heartward to be more of a support. Typically you'll see the Bork of Hope, again gives you more HP, and overall really great, even though in this upcoming patch, as of this recording anyway, the shield will only last 20 seconds after it's popped. Right now it's infinite, but still, even after the nerf, if it only lasts 20 seconds after it pops, it's still a really good magical protection item to get. And then you can just go back, finish your boot, or you can just forget that and go into Spirit Robe, and then go back to your boots. Typically, supports in Conquest, you don't get to build too far, honestly, so for the most part, this is probably it. Now, a different start for Conquest would be to go into, of course, your starter item. If you're going to full boots, you can go into the Travelers, or you can go into Shoes of Focus. After you decide which one you want to pick, then you can go to the Height of the Urchin, because this way it's still fairly early. And then of course you can go into the rest of your build, it kind of depends on what you want to do. If you're getting bursted a lot by magical gods, then probably you can rush Borak. If not, you can delay that to another item, and you can go ahead and go into Breastplate, and then go to Borak. So I mean, typically, oh, I messed up. Typically, you just pick these 2 items up. Urchin, Breastplate, Borak, really simple, that's all you really need. And then the last item slot there, again, you can just go into Winged Blade, or Spirit Robe, Mantle, whatever. This is the main core, it's just Urchin, Breastplate, and Borak. Now, outside of Conquest, things don't really change too much, except you just don't get the starter item. Me personally, I just go Shoes of Focus. Well, in casual game modes, what I like to do is I get the tier 1 shoes, and then I get the tier 1 cloak, and then I finish Height of the Urchin, and then I go back into boots. That way I can get Height of the Urchin online as fast as possible and start building those stacks. That's what I personally do for casual game modes. And then still, again, typically I go into Borak, and then, I mean, even if you just kind of pick it up just for the shield almost. Like, it's not just against magical gods. I mean, that shield, if it gets popped, it gets popped. So even if a physical god just burns you down, you still have the shield. So it still works regardless. And then you can go into Breastplate. Again, you can switch up the priority, breastplate before Baroque, whatever you want. And then from here, if you're going against some basic attackers, some in-handers are focusing you or giving you trouble, then Midgardian Mail is also great, despite the nerf to the protection, but the health is still really great, and the passive is still pretty good for what you get. You can go into that, or you can just go into all these cloaks and capes and other fun stuff. But yeah, typically as a support, you don't really get to get the last 2 couple item slots. But this is pretty much the core. You can just go into Spirit Robe. Just kind of just careful. This is 20%, 30%, and yep. So this would be a cap. If I'm reading the yep. So if you want a cap cooldown reduction, this is the way you do it. Spirit Robe, breastplate, and cooldown boots. That's pretty much the basics. Honestly, Hide Urchin, Borak, breastplate. Moving on to relics. It kind of varies on different situations. Like if the enemy team has a Bastet to help counter that, you would get Sprint, or against an Alposh or whatever. Just kind of whatever you need to. Shell is really good. It's just you have to be really good at just timing it correctly so you get the full usage out of it. Sometimes when you pop it, nothing even happens, so it's kind of a waste. So that's pretty much it. Nothing to really add on to that. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. You can indeed apply this to other support guardians. For the most part, should work. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.